Hey guys, Vladimir here with Desktop Makes. I originally wasn't going to do a video on this project just because it seemed a little simple, but hey, it's the simple things in life, right? Plus, this project I felt shows the real practical application of 3D printing, which is the kind of stuff I like. So here's the story. The pole inside my wife's closet, which was holding all of her clothes, came crashing down, as you can see here, making a mess. The pole was supported by this bracket that just split right down the middle, so we're gonna have to recreate this. So of course what I did was I jumped into Fusion 360, quickly modeled something up that I sent to my replicator too, printed this at 0.3 millimeters and popped it right out. It actually printed in less than an hour. It was like 40 minutes or so. Screwed that in and voila, I've got a new bracket in place without ever having to even leave my house. And we hung all the clothes back up. Well, actually she did, and she was very happy with the work. I'll walk through the approach that I took in designing this bracket, and this was one that I just kind of jumped right in and figured it out as I went along, which honestly is the way that I tend to approach most designs, at least for that first iteration where I'm trying to figure things out. So we'll create a new design, and I'll start with a sketch on the XY plane, and we'll begin with a center diameter circle. I'll hit C for circle on my keyboard, and the diameter for this is going to be based off the pipe. I measured the pipe at 33.5 millimeters, but I want to give myself a few millimeters of room to play with here. I don't want it to be really tight. I just want it to sit on this bracket. So I'm going to make this 37 millimeters and hit enter. And I'm going to draw another circle here, and this is going to be sort of an outer circle to give this some thickness. And I'm going to make this one 50 millimeters. Now 50 just because that looks right. Remember, you can always grab these dimensions and move them. Now the way I want this to work is I want the pipe to slide in through the top. So I'm going to create another line here, L for line, and this is going to be drawn horizontally. And I'm going to make this 34 millimeters. 34 because again the pipe measured at 33.5, and I'm giving myself just a half a millimeter of room here to slide in. And I'm going to hit enter. Next I'm going to grab my coincident constraint and constrain this point here to this circle, and constrain this point as well to the same circle. I'll hit escape, and now I have this line constrained to that inner circle, so I can actually grab it and move it around anywhere and it's going to stay constrained. But I do want it to be horizontal, so I'll grab my horizontal constraint, click the line here, and that's going to make it constrained. So now I'm going to grab my extend tool from the sketch menu, because what I want to do is extend this line out to that other circle, that outer circle. Now if I hover over this line, it'll extend that point there, and it'll do the same thing to this point as well. Notice that it turned blue, so I lost my constraints there. So I want this line to be locked in that location. So I'm going to hit D for dimension, and I'm going to dimension it between that origin point. So I'll click the line in the origin, and I'm just going to click and hit enter. And that's going to lock it in place. Okay, now I'm going to hit stop sketch, and let's give this some thickness. So I'm just going to select the entire thing, E for extrude. Now I'm going to extrude this down -4 millimeters. Hit enter. I'll go back to my sketch and bring that in. So I'll turn on that light bulb. And I'm going to grab this bottom portion here, E for extrude, bring it up, and I'm going to go 17 millimeters. We'll type that in. Whoops, let's redo that. I'm going to hit escape, E for extrude, select this, start dragging it up, and do 17 millimeters just because that looks right. Okay, so now what I have here, I can print this and see how well it'll work, but I'm not going to do that because I can tell you that this is looking a little weak. There's not much support here. If I hang the pole with all the weight of the clothes, it'll probably just snap off. So let's give this a little bit of bulge on the bottom here to give it some strength. So the way I approached that is I just went back to that original sketch here on the timeline. So we'll double click that. And I'm going to grab my arc tool. So I'll go to sketch, down to arc, 3-point arc. And I'm going to start here at the intersection between that line and this outer circle. And we'll click, our second point will be that other intersection here. And then I'm going to drag out to give this a bulb. So we're releasing our mouse and dragging out. And I'll click again. and just to where it looks right. And if we want to be precise, we can just hit escape and then hit D for dimension, and then I can click on that arc and we can give that a radius. So I'm going to click and go ahead and just enter 27 as the radius. And now I have this bulge here. I'll click stop sketch, bring in that sketch so we can see it. E for extrude, and I'm gonna take that profile and I'm gonna drag it back again -4 millimeters so it matches the thickness of our original shape there. Now I'm gonna just fillet this out. So we'll go to modify fillet, and I'll grab that bottom edge and just bring this out. And I'm just gonna go with a really big fillet here. So 30 millimeters looks good, and I'm gonna click OK. So there's our bracket so far, and that's looking a lot better. So we have a lot more strength here on the bottom. And I'm also going to fillet this inner edge here, and just to give it a little more strength, click OK. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a circle here so we can have our screw hole. So I'm actually going to go back to that same sketch right in our timeline here, double click C for circle, and we'll draw a smaller circle here. And this will be based off of the size of screw you're going to use. Obviously, I'm going to make mine 5 millimeters and hit enter. Stop sketch, bring in that sketch, E for extrude, and I'm just going to select that profile, drag it out, and I'm going to make this for distance. I'm just going to choose, or actually for extent, I'm going to choose all. Click OK. And let's get rid of that sketch. So that's looking good. To make this even a little stronger, I'll go ahead and fillet these two edges here. So F for fillet, and I'll make that 3 millimeters and click OK. All right, so that's basically what I went with. Just a quick, simple design to get the job done, basically. Do I think this will hold up? Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I think the fillet there on the bottom will be just enough to give it the strength it needs to hold the weight of the clothes. Plus, I also performed a very scientific test of just pulling down on it and seeing if I heard any cracking or bending taking place, and it seemed to do okay. So we'll see. If it does break, we'll take a look, analyze it, and see how we can reprint it again to be stronger. This is what it's all about. If you have any questions, leave it on the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, if you want to learn how to design for 3D printing, I have some great courses at my website, desktopmakes.com, where they're all based on using Fusion 360 and specifically for 3D printing. I'll see you guys next time.